And just like that, we've almost made it to the weekend. It's a Thursday, a beautiful Thursday morning, and you're watching Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Aina Riza Kweo. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing? Oh, tomorrow is the weekend.
Tomorrow is the weekend.
Oh, we thank God.
But next week we're gonna feel it, hey?
What's happening next week?
No. I'm saying because this week was like was a short week. Next week we have all 5 days, and it's like
You're like, yo, yeah, ne?
Ne? So like, let's talk about. I want to talk about. I don't want to say men as if I'm talking about them in a bad light. But yesterday I posted on my status and I said, unpopular opinion: the world would be a much better place if more men went to therapy. Do you agree or disagree? I just heard someone go, yo.
I think that, and it's a man who went. I think anyone can benefit from therapy. Mostly, okay, let me not say mostly. Everyone can benefit from therapy. I mean, it would be good if men were more open to therapy. But equally, I also know a lot of women who are not open to therapy. I think it's just like a personal thing. It has to do with preference. It has to do maybe with belief systems and culture and all these things. But at the end of the day, I think we can all benefit from therapy. But it depends also, are you a talking person? Because you can go to therapy. Also, you need to be open to it. You need to open up your mind to being able to be spoken to.
To actually get the help.
To actually get the help.
Because therapy only works. Yeah. Therapy doesn't work if you're lying to your therapist, eh?
Exactly. And if you are not open, it won't help you. That's why people come and say, oh no, but that therapist was asking me dumb questions. No, they are not dumb questions. They are trying to address a particular issue. But oftentimes you think you're too smart to even answer a simple question. You need to humble yourself and open yourself up, actually be receptive of this help in order for it to work. And a lot of people, I don't think they're open.
No, I don't think so. But you know why I was saying that? I feel like statistically speaking, women are more open. I'm not saying all women are open to therapy, but more women are open to therapy than men. And so that's why I posted that and I said the world would be a much better place. Because I feel like sometimes a lot of us, actually all of us need therapy. All of us. But sometimes a lot of us aren't self-aware. So you won't even know that you're manipulating somebody. I won't even know that I'm manipulating you, but then you see it as manipulation because probably you've dealt with it before, you have done your healing or whatever it is. So really and truly, self-awareness is important. Yeah. And then once you reach a certain level of self-awareness, that's when you can say, you know what, I actually think I need help dealing with this. Because I think a lot of us have repressed childhood traumas. We have maybe not even childhood traumas, maybe even traumas in your adulthood that you just refuse to deal with. Because I think the human mind works in such a way whereby if something is too traumatic, we just suppress it and we lock it away in one part of our brain and never to unlock it again. But then the thing is, that thing keeps manifesting in other situations. So I honestly think that the conversation surrounding therapy should be one that isn't riddled with stigma. If somebody says they're going for therapy, I think we should all be like, oh, good for you. Yeah. You know, not stigmatize them.
Like, oh, you have problems.
You have problems.
Because no, sometimes you just go to therapy. Sometimes you can be doing well in life and you can go to therapy. Yes. Yeah, it's not only for when you have problems. I've gone to therapy. It's a good experience. You learn a lot about yourself. Exactly. Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself. You realize that oftentimes you're either in your head or you are you are not self-aware, or you just have a different perspective to life or
Yes,
off life.
yes.
Oftentimes you are not even human enough. You are like
Up in the clouds, you're up with the
yeah,
fairies.
like you're too me,
Yeah.
me. And life isn't me. You need to make, provision to
Yes.
accommodate other
Other
people,
people.
to understand other people's perspectives. And sometimes you are not as smart as you think.
Exactly.
And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, you will always find somebody who's smarter than you in every room.
There's always going to be somebody better.
Exactly.
Whether it's smarter, whether it's more handsome, whether it's more beautiful, there's always going to be somebody
So that's why I'm
better.
saying, like, you need to get out of this box
Yes.
of where
Yes.
I'm what, I'm the best.
I'm the best thing. I'm what?
No, Chomi, you are not. Maybe you are in the room, but once you
you're at
go
your house.
outside, once you go outside, you realize quickly, oh, actually, you're
There's a whole world out there,
Yeah.
hey? But anyway, that is our word of the day today, that let us normalize therapy for everybody. So anyway, we will be right back with our top stories, and we are getting into Diddy Did Do It.
oh, hi.
All right,
Diddy.
stick around. Today on Smell the Coffee, we're not necessarily talking Diddy, but we kind of are. So, an ex-porn star who shot at Trump Resort and claimed to be Diddy's sex slave signed an NDA with the rapper in exchange for $5 million. This is according to a bombshell report. A bizarre and troubling connection has surfaced in the growing legal storm surrounding music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Jonathan Oddy, a former porn actor who made national headlines in 2018 after a shootout at one of Donald Trump's Florida resorts, now claims he was once held as a sex slave by Combs and singer Cassie Ventura. Oddy was arrested after storming into Trump National Doral with an American flag and opening fire before being shot and detained by police. In a resurfaced police interview, Oddy alleges that he was paid $5 million to sign an NDA with Combs in 2014. He claims the rapper directed him during sexual encounters with Cassie while Combs watched. A photo of the alleged DNA has now emerged, seemingly backing Oddy's claims of a secret relationship. Oddy's ex-wife, attorney Tonya Troutwine, confirms the NDA was signed around the same time as their divorce. She believes he met Combs at a high-profile party on Miami's exclusive Star Island, a known celebrity hotspot. According to her, Oddy quickly began partying more, distancing himself from their marriage and diving deeper into the adult entertainment scene. She says Combs, who has a reputation for controlling his social circles, seemed to take a liking to Oddy, who played perfectly into Combs' need to be the center of attention. Troutwine also believes Oddy's rapid cash purchases of 5 properties soon after their divorce point to a multi-million-dollar payout possibly tied to the NDA. Oddy now sits in a Florida jail facing charges including attempted murder of law enforcement officers. He claims he was silenced by Combs and followed after signing the agreement, saying, "My settlement put me in a box. Basically, I couldn't talk." These revelations come as Diddy faces mounting legal trouble, including a civil lawsuit by Cassie Ventura, accusing him of rape, abuse, and forcing her into disturbing sexual situations with others, allegations that eerily echo Oddy's own claims. Federal prosecutors also allege Combs hosted freak-offs, multi-day drug-fueled orgies, often without full consent of participants. Combs has denied all allegations and pleaded not guilty. Jury selection in his federal case began this week in Manhattan, with Ventura expected to testify next month.
I'm so over Diddy and everything that surrounds him
Diddy.
and his case. I don't think it's going to get any better. I think more stuff are going to come out, and I guess it's just up to the law to decide what he's...
What the punishment should be.
Yes.
I
Or
honest-
if he's guilty.
Yes, I
Yeah.
honestly believe at this point, we are also tired of hearing, oh, this person came out and said what. It's kind of like, okay, fine, we get it, more and more victims are speaking out. But what then? Now that they've spoken out, what is actually being
Going to
done?
happen.
Yes. Because yes, as much as many people can come out and speak, his lawyers are obviously going to counter it and say, oh no, these are people that are just looking for a quick payday, whatever,
Yes.
whatever.
And
it's
most
back and
are
forth.
also.
Most are also, but then it's just the back and forth where it's like, okay, can we please now get the list of people that were, like the celebrities that were involved
Yeah.
in these freak-offs and whatever? Let the law take its course. We are tired.
Awesome stuff. Let's talk about somebody who's getting a lot of backlash from the fans. To be famous or not to be famous? That's the question this morning. Scott Maphuma has apologized to his supporters after recent backlash during his performances. The Amapiano star found himself at the center of a heated debate about whether he will be able to maintain longevity in the music industry after videos of his live performance were met with a lukewarm reception. Scott went live on Instagram, this is yesterday, with DJ Maphorisa during a studio session when Maphorisa pointed out that there were people angry with him for how he treated his fans. He responded saying, those who are angry with me, I'm sorry, it's a misunderstanding. It doesn't make sense for Scots to have an attitude, peace magnets. On X, Scott penned a letter to God and his fans after receiving backlash. God, I know I can't handle it. It's too much, but I believe you have never forsaken me. I'm your son and I come to you. He wrote, whether you like me or not, I don't give a damn. I'm here to grow, show up and stay true to myself. Congrats again to all the winners. This is now for the Metro FM Awards. My time is coming. Though I didn't walk away with a win at the hashtag MMA825, I'm proud to have stood among such brilliant minds, and congratulations, a big congratulations to all the winners. Now, Scott has shared his frustration and struggle with the pressures of fame. There have been videos of him retaliating when asked for pictures. Scott has broken his silence on the matter. He then says, this is the last time I'm going to give attention to this. I swear I'm not money. I can't be loved by anyone. I can't deal with the fact that my life can't be private anymore. You can't go to the mall and buy a pair of shoes, which is what I did for years. But now I have to think about being asked for pictures, and it's okay. I don't mind if it's just a picture, but I can't spend every minute of my life being Scott Maphuma. When am I going to be normal again?
You
Never,
won't.
sweetie.
You won't.
You should have never
You should
pursued
have
music.
thought of that before you pursued
Or did you
music.
think you are not going to blow up or what?
Like, you were never that. Kiss your normal life goodbye.
Yeah.
This is normal now. This is your
And
new
I
normal.
think it's high time that celebrities respect their fans.
Yes.
Your fans make you. Without them, you're nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They buy your music, they buy your merch, they buy the tickets to your show. So why are you ill-treating them?
Exactly.
Like, because without your fan, they cannot be Diana. They cannot be whoever without your fans. It's your fans who
I love
go,
you, my fans.
It's your fans who go and retweet your pictures. It's your fans who go hype you up in the comments. Aid Chomi. It's your fans who recommend you to brands. Like, come on. Treat your fans nice. Learn a thing or 1,000 from Makadzi. Makadzi is so humble with her fans. That's why people love Makadzi so much. People will go to the end of the world for Makadzi. There was a GoFundMe, I think, for her. You know, even with her tax issues, people were helping Makadzi. People go to Makadzi's show. People voted for Makadzi to win, like, you know, the what is the BET Awards. It's because of her fans, and it's because she appreciates her fans that they are then able to say, oh, this is our person, you know, just be humble.
I mean, Scott, now you're here crying like you didn't win. Maybe if you were a bit nicer to your fans, they
Yeah,
would have
don't
voted
retaliate.
for
Okay, sometimes retaliate, but not like
you. Not like all the time.
not like in a yay, I'm retaliating way. You know, you need to find smarter way.
I don't know. I
to
feel like I would
move.
just be that person. Like, no matter how tired I am, I'd still be like, I'd
But
still
it's
pose
so
for a
irritating.
picture.
Imagine you're at dinner with your man and a fan come, hi, I love you so much. Yo!
Hi, I love you too.
Why are you
Daddy, can we
talking-
take a picture?
No,
yeah, sure.
sweetie, no. Fans must also respect celebrities' private moments. It's just not cute. Why are you see clearly this person is on a date or this person is in an intimate thing with their family. Why are you asking for pictures? But nonetheless, here is our interview.
Rolling, then Nora, maybe ready.
Here comes the bride, here comes the bride. I definitely feel like a bride holding this bridal bouquet. And I'm joined by the beautiful Lena from Trendy Florist. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I mean, this is so beautiful. Did you do this yourself?
Yes, I did it myself this morning actually.
This morning?
Yes.
Wow, wow. Like I said, I feel like I'm a bride. Guys, someone's son, please put a ring on this. Can we talk about your business, Trendy Florals? I hope I'm saying it correct.
Yes, you are Trendy Florals. Okay, it's the Trendy Florals, but Nemra doesn't recognize the, so they say Trendy Florals. Yes.
Oh, I see. We gotta follow the rules.
Yes.
Tell me about it. How did you come about creating a flower shop for weddings?
Okay, so basically I was a student studying, pursuing my human resource management degree, and I was looking for a job, but then I couldn't find a job. So then I thought to myself, we had a conference at church. The theme was floral. So then I thought to myself, maybe I could create flower crowns to get extra money because everybody was going crazy looking for flower crowns. So I designed and then I advertised it on my personal social media. Like I was just testing and people were interested, so everybody started buying the crowns. Until the day of the event, I still had to create crowns.
Wow.
So that's how it started. And I always say that I started my business with 50 Namibian dollars, and it was the last 50 Namibian dollars that I had.
Wow, did you guys hear that? 50
So, yeah.
Namibian dollars. You know, sometimes business ideas, you don't need to have like a lavish amount. You know,
Yes.
you just have to have a great idea, see a need in the community, and, you know, service that need.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you faced, you know, running a business? I know that anybody who goes into the world of business, it's really, really hard. So some of the challenges that you can mention for us, please.
Okay, first of all, one thing that I learned during my business career is, as a person, you have to be whole. You have to be in the right mindset because whatever is going on the inside will reflect in how you treat your clients. Obviously, when I started, I was still an amateur. I didn't know anything about business. I did study business at school, you know, entrepreneurship, had marketing classes, which I'm good at. But are you ready emotionally to deal with people?
Ooh.
So for me, that was my biggest challenge, and I really had to work through that because if I was going through something, it would affect the way I would respond to a client, for example, or I would become emotional when a client says something. Obviously, you won't break down in front of a client, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel great right now. Why is this person doing this? And now you take it personal, but it's not personal. Maybe they are also going through something, and they are also just, like they say, we only project, basically. So yeah, I think for me, the hardest thing was to have to always to work on my mindset, work on communication skills, work on how to deal with clients, even though I know that, okay, this client is not right, I'm right in this moment, but how do I deal with that in a professional way and not having to just, yeah, because I'm me, you are you, and I'm human, you're not going to treat me the way you want to, but just putting myself back and putting the client first in whatever situation I find myself.
I totally
So,
agree
yeah.
with that. If you've ever worked in any service industry, be it whether you're a waitress, a bartender, etc., you kind of sort of build a muscle for that, where you
Yes.
don't personalize it, and it's just like this probably somebody having a bad day has nothing to do with me,
Yes.
and I have to still be professional. This leads me into my next question. How do you guide brides into choosing the perfect flowers for their special day? I mean, let's say I'm a bride.
Amen.
Yes, amen. We are manifesting it. Eh,
Yes,
guys?
yes.
So how would you guide me into choosing the perfect flowers?
Okay, so one thing that I realized is most of the brides actually know what they want. So they come to you, I'm looking for this design, this colors. But then sometimes I'm like, that and that won't work together. Then I would suggest, okay, what is your theme? Maybe your theme is bohemian. If your theme is bohemian, for example, you can't carry a tulip bouquet. It's not gonna match. Because now probably your centerpieces on the table for deco, it's pampas grass, bunny tails, these cannot feature. So then I would suggest, okay, let's rather look at this design. What do you think about this? Then most of them are usually always open to it. For another example that I can give is for northern weddings, the sun is very hot. So when they carry live bouquets for 2 days, it doesn't look the same way as the previous day. So I know that I can make money out of it, but I would rather tell a client, listen, are you planning to carry this for 2 days? If you are, let's rather incorporate folks' roses to it. Because tomorrow your bouquet is going to look ugly. It's going to be yellow, it's going to be wilted because you're carrying it the whole day. So now it's up to the client to say, yes, I would take that, or let me take 2 bouquets, which will be more expensive, but if you go for the option that I'm giving, it would be affordable. So yeah, that's...
Speaking of, you did mention that flowers, they have those issues. What are some other concerns that brides have in terms of flowers, and how do you, advise them or guide them in that regard?
I think mostly, most of the issues that clients always have, it just has to do with how long will the flower last me. I mean, you can't carry a bouquet for the whole day and expect it to not
it's
be...
a human thing. Like,
Yeah.
I got flowers, and then I got flowers, was it 2 days ago? And I was just like, I love them so much. I want them to last forever. It's just a human thing. But I do get
Yeah.
what you're saying. Flowers are not meant to last forever. They're meant to remind us of the beauty in the present moment,
yes.
but they're not meant to last forever. And yeah, it is a concern.
Exactly. So I always tell clients, if you want your flowers to last forever, go for faux, because I don't use any type of artificial
Yes.
flowers. I order them online. Okay, that's why I call it faux, because it's made out of a specific material. Like this is latex. So it gives off a fresh look, but it's not fresh. Even this is latex.
Even this,
Yeah,
I thought this was real, actually.
No,
I'm
it's
not gonna
not.
lie. And it looks so beautiful.
Yes. So, and most of the clients always like, oh no, I love my bouquet. I don't even want, most of the clients don't want to throw the bouquet. They would rather go buy a fresh, random flower in the shop and throw that and keep that as a
Yes.
sentiment. Because I notice now as well, when clients take live bouquets, let's say windows that are happening in Ventu, they would, there's a new thing where you frame the flowers so that you press it. It's a process, and then they keep it.
Oh, that's
So,
actually really sweet.
yeah.
I would want to do something like that.
So yeah, most clients actually don't want to give away their bridal bouquets because they feel like it's something very special to them.
Speaking
So,
of
yeah.
bridal bouquets, I love this one. I know you have quite a few around us. Could you tell us one of your memorable bridal bouquets that you did for a client? Why was it special? Why did it mean so much to you?
All right. So a friend of when I started off my business, so after I launched the pre-launched my floral business, I didn't know it was going to be a floral business, but one day God told me that it's going to be a one-stop shop for all your bridal needs. So, and I was like, that is crazy. I don't believe that, and that's not something that I want to pursue. It was never in my thoughts. But then I realized actually what I'm doing now, it is actually a one-stop shop because I do bridal consultations, event planning and all of that. So my friend challenged me. She was getting married and she was like, can you please do my floral arrangements, my bouquets, everything? I was like, I've never done that before. And it's your wedding. Do you really trust me that much to do that? So I felt like that was a big ask. But I was like, you know what? I can do anything. I'm a risk taker and I believe in challenges. So I took that on. I created her bouquet and it was faux. It wasn't live. Everybody thought it was a live bouquet, but it was not. And in that moment, I went pep, step home, look for flowers. You know, I was just gathering stuff that would look appealing. And
And that's a wrap for today's episode. But Aina and Glenn will be keeping you company tomorrow on a beautiful Friday. But before we get to Friday, let's enjoy the rest of Thursday.